Welcome back to Weekly Briefing. Vanessa Williams came under attack this week for singing the Black national anthem. Supporters of segregation came to Williams' defense. This next clip comes from Atlanta, and the commentators sum up the segregationist position for why they need a separate anthem.
People are upset because she sang the Black national anthem during the July 4th coverage. The criticism is, you know, why do you need a Black national anthem? Why are you, doing this? Blackity black people, why? And I think they're right. Why do you need to sing the Black anthem on July 4th? Because you big dummy. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be so immature about it. Maybe you should explain it better. Because you dumb. Why do you think we have to have a Black national anthem?
What do you think, Malik?
It's so unfortunate, and this is one of those instances where people kind of see things and they just go with it. This actually started with a Hill magazine, an article where they titled that Vanessa Williams going to sing the Black national anthem. The fact is that it's a very beautiful poem written by John Weldon Johnson back in maybe 1905, and in the 1920s, the NAACP dubbed it the National Black Anthem. I grew up singing it. I was very familiar with it. We sang it all the time, and if anyone goes to an RNC, I've been to RNC events, I've been to Lincoln Day dinner events, and this same song has been sung many, many, many times, but it's kind of wrapped in this after the Olympian, turning her, or, refusing to, stand for the anthem. It's kind of wrapped into that, but this idea that it's a Black national anthem, and she's totally incorrect because the song has nothing to do with Independence Day. Right. It has nothing to do with Independence Day.
And I think that's a really important distinction because it's not the song that's the problem. It's the division that they're trying to create with playing it at certain times, calling it with... Yes, that's exactly right. There's nothing wrong with the song.
The song is actually called, most people don't know, the name of the song is Lift Every Voice and Sing. It's a beautiful song, but it's been dubbed the national anthem, and I think that was strategic because they want to actually keep that sort of division going.
Right, they're trying to separate us.
Yeah.
Donna,
Well, wouldn't it be nice if we can have one anthem that everybody can come together in, that this is America, it's a great country. Every country has issues, but you know what? This is the greatest one that I love it. I wake up every day and thank God I'm an American, okay? But listen, if you're gonna sing a Black anthem, we're gonna sing a Latino one, a Korean one, a Pacific Asian one. All of this nonsense about, dividing. And this is critical race theory undercurred and pushed into every aspect of American society because everything is racist. Remember that? Right. Everything is racist. And so because it's racist and because white people might like a certain song, then that means they're only doing it for their benefit. And so therefore we should rise up against it. And that's not, you know what, I'm an American. There's a lot of other countries that people are more than happy to go to. I'm sure they have the money. Have at it. Okay?
All right, those are fighting words. Okay, on the subject of the national anthem, the U.S. women's soccer team had several members of the team turn their back on the flag and the 98-year-old World War II veteran playing the anthem on his harmonica. The lack of self-awareness is astonishing to me. They are privileged to play at the Olympics and are turning their back on the nation that got them there. Jim.
I wish it was a lack of self-awareness. I think they're totally aware of what they're doing, and it's purposeful. And they're using the platform of being a member of a United States national team to disrespect the national anthem of the United States. So I think they did it on purpose. They knew what they were doing. They tried to play games and say, oh, we thought there was a flag over here, a flag over there. No, they knew what was going on. I don't care if you don't like the harmonica. The guy playing it and all his friends gave us the freedom they're using to abuse the country that they live in. And I don't think if that's your mentality, then don't play for the national team. Play for a pro team.
They're literally wearing the flag. Like, they're wearing it. Right.
It's disgraceful.
How do you turn your back on that?
Well, it's jaw-dropping in its disrespect. I mean, it's actually shocking. But, I mean, what this is really about is not just about making a political statement, it's also about money. Because this all started out with Colin Kaepernick, if you'll remember. Colin Kaepernick was a nobody. He had played for his previous team for about 3 minutes in the previous season. He was a bench warmer until he took a knee, and now everybody sees that he has these multi-million-dollar endorsements. Nike is paying him $30 million or whatever it is I read the other day to endorse its products. He's got all kinds of other endorsements. He is making all kinds of money. He's bought a fabulous new house, a big, huge new house, and he's just loving the life. This is what they see. They are trying to distinguish themselves and build a brand and make themselves distinctive and edgy. And that's what they're trying to do, and they're trying to make themselves so that they can be a commodity, and they may get some money and some sort of endorsements and that sort of thing.
That's a really interesting point. All right, it is time for the lightning round. Here we have 3 minutes and give the panelists each 10 seconds to answer and get through as many questions as possible. Okay, we'll start with Malik. Do Americans still believe at this point that Joe Biden was lawfully elected?
I think there's a political divide to that.
I think people believe he is legally the president. I don't think they believe it was a lawfully conducted election.
No way he was legally.
Thank you, Donna.
I'm sorry.
Say no.
No way.
I think there are more lingering doubts. Not only, I mean, your coverage, I think, has helped to fuel that notion.
Thanks. I do think people are starting to question it. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, Malik, do Americans support President Trump's legal effort to protect the First Amendment?
Yes, absolutely, they should.
Bring the pain.
Okay.
Finally, somebody. He's still fighting, and he's not in office.
That's great.
Yes, I think so.
I think they do too. Okay, are Americans concerned about our enemies holding our critical infrastructure for ransom?
Absolutely.
And they're mad that it's being allowed to happen. So no, stand up for our country.
Yep.
I bet they miss Trump now. He was tougher on Russia than Biden.
Yep.
I think this shows there is some buyer's remorse with Mr. Biden. That's true.
I think that's probably true. Is the idea of defunding the police losing popularity?
Yes, yes, and absolutely yes.
Especially among the people getting hit with that wave of violent crime. Absolutely.
So this is what liberals do to every city they go in, and they're getting what they paid for.
Or didn't pay for?
Or didn't pay for. That's true.
It's like a Joe Biden ice cream cone in July. It's melting fast.
It is melting fast. Don't go anywhere. When we come back from the break, we cover this week's panel's choice and see which topics they thought were important. We'll be right back.